Welcome back to another episode of Level 5 Education Lockdown. Now, in this episode, we're going to talk about what not to do if you're going to be a teacher in a Level 5 school in any city, in any state, or even a very, very, very tough school. It doesn't have to be Level 5, but it's known to be extremely tough. This is what you do not want to do, all right? So let's say it's your first day, which is the most important day you're ever going to fucking have at this school. Is going to be your first day, because that's the day you set the tone of who the fuck you are, because who you are is more important than any lesson plan that you have or any fucking book that you're going to pass out or any video you're going to show. Fuck the lesson plan. Who are you? Alright? Because in certain situations you have to be a wolf. And don't think a wolf means somebody who is always huffing and puffing and negative, or someone who just walks around with a limp like they're hard or something. A wolf can come in many shapes. You could be a lawyer and be a wolf, a doctor. It could be whatever. A wolf is something you are. You're not a sheep. You're a fucking wolf. And that's what you have to be in these situations. All right? Because what they're going to do from day one and every single day after that is they're going to test you. They're going to see who the fuck you are, what you're made of. Is your lesson plan important? Obviously. You want to have some bored shit. You want to make it relatable. But even before you get into that, it's about building relationships. It's about recognizing who the alpha is in the room. Recognizing who are the ones who maybe be on your side. Which on the first day, though, you better treat it like everyone can be on your side. You better be fucking on your P's and Q's. Right? That means you treat people how you want to be treated. Number one rule in any level 5 situation or tough school is you treat people how you want to be treated to the bone. That means you have to swallow a lot of your bullshit pride. Pride doesn't mean shit in these situations. Pride will get you fucked up physically and mentally and will break you down to the fucking core if you're not ready for it. When you go to these situations, you have to understand, students at a level 5 school, aren't used to seeing new teachers. They see new people pop up every left and right because they wash through them like dirty fucking drawers. If you ain't ready, you're going to get washed straight up, right? So they're used to seeing new teachers. They're used to being lied to because they usually have a shitty administration, usually, or they've had teachers that have lied to them or put them down. They're used to having a lack of structure and stability. Do you understand me? And fourth, and most fucking important, right? They're used to the bullshit. So don't bring that bullshit to them. And by bullshit, I mean your pride, the huffing and puffing. Anything with a stern voice off the top is going to get you in trouble. And by that, I mean, I'm not saying that you can't raise your voice when the time is necessary. What I'm saying is that you better not fucking think for a second that that's going to be how you're going to be able to implement your way. Through aggression or through force or through saying, hey, I'm the teacher. Or saying, oh, I'm this, you're that, this is what's going to happen. That's how you're going to get fucked. So what do you do, right? So what else do you not do, I should say first? Let me continue, right? So you got to swallow your pride. You got to treat people how they want to be treated, right? When you speak to someone, look them in their eyes. When you meet them for the first time, shake their hand. Give them a genuine smile, man, right? That military shit is not going to fly in these level 5 situations. Now, I'm not saying your routine, right, can't be military-like in its precision, in its repetitiveness, in its consistency. That is actually a good thing. What I'm talking about is that drill instructor bullshit. Now, in some schools, in some situations, with some kids, that works. In a level 5 situation, you're going to fuck yourself. All right? You cannot fight fire with fire. Or with gas, which a lot of times these teachers, these young teachers, these old teachers, these stuck in their way teachers, these out of touch teachers, these people who think I went to Harvard so that makes me something teachers, these people who live in a great neighborhood and just come to these schools because they think that, oh, I'm going to go, it's like going to Africa, I'm going to go just help the kids, those type teachers, they're going to get fucked because they don't know how to deal with people from a respect level, whether you're in class or you're in fucking the street and you bump into someone, what do you say? Right? So remember, other things not to do. If you ever get mad at a student, keep that shit inside. Keep that shit inside until you know them very well. Don't, like I said, don't be huffing and puffing. And they're gonna try you. It's gonna be tough. They're gonna try you. Now, how tough it is, a lot of times it's on you. But even if you're going solid, like me, I went in solid. And some still gave me problems. But the way I responded and the way I just approached them was water on fire. I'll give you an example. A kid who's not in your class comes in your class, or is not in your gymnasium comes in your gymnasium, and at a level 5 situation. What you don't do is huff and puff until you get out. A lot of these kids are not stereotypical. This is facts. Are used to being places they're not supposed to be. So they're not gonna feel uncomfortable in your space. They're gonna be in your shit. They're gonna take the ball. They're gonna laugh while you're trying to get it from them. They're gonna dribble. They're gonna shoot. They're gonna act like you're not even fucking there. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna panic? Are you gonna get loud? Are you gonna huff and puff? Are you gonna chase the basketball? Are you gonna physically? You better not physically touch them. You better not physically touch them. How are you gonna respond? Don't be another clown in the fucking circus. Do not be a clown in the circus. They coming in clowning around. They're pushing your buttons. Don't let them push the one that makes you clown around. Keep it cool. It doesn't faze you because it shouldn't faze you. You know why it shouldn't faze you? Because you're at a level 5 school. This isn't a school you go to and there's never going to be no problems. And again, it doesn't have to be level 5. It could just be a school that's known to be extremely challenging. And we all know where they are, or it all varies based on city and state. You know what I'm saying? Really has nothing to do with race, because you can go to a town full of quote-unquote rednecks, you're going to have a tough-ass situation on your hands. You can go to a town full of SAs, Mexicans, you're going to have a tough-ass situation in your hand. You can go to a town with all black, African-American, whatever, you're going to have a situation on your hand. It's about how you implement it, meaning they should be able to take you out of that school and put you in any school in any city, and you'll be good because you know the fundamental what the fuck to do and what not to do. So remember, the biggest things, don't go huffing and puffing. You can get your point across by speaking politely and respectfully. Now, if they still choose to disrespect you, that's on them. That's on them. You treat them with respect. If they choose to disrespect you, you can't control that. Now, are they going to call you things? Definitely. They're going to call you a bitch. They're going to call you this. They're going to call you that. If you're a female, you're going to get all types of shit as well. They're going to be talking about your ass, your titties, suck this, do this, I want to do this, all that. And again, they want to see your reaction. Keep it cool. Keep it cool. Turn the tables on them, which we're going to talk about. And by turning the tables is saying, for example, if you always treated someone with respect and they turn around and they shit on you, what would you tell them in real life? That's what you say to them. You let them know, okay, well, hey, man, I'm trying my best, and you still want to disrespect me. You still want to do this. And they say, no. Hey, that's how it is. You're at a level 5 school. Some kids are never going to like you. No matter what you do, they're going to shit on you. And even I had them. Everyone had them. Everyone has a kid who doesn't fucking like you no matter what. But more times than not, if you treat people with respect, look them in their eyes, don't be weak in your tone. Don't talk low. Don't look down. Don't ever look down when you're speaking to somebody, especially a student at level 5 school. They will eat you up. You got something to say, you say it like a man or like a woman, whatever that means to you. Use your grown voice, you know what I mean, without being disrespectful. There's a thing, you could be assertive without being disrespectful. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, a lot of it could be out of your hands. You could have a shitty administration that you do what you gotta do. You follow the process, but they don't come and support you. And guess what? That's a tough situation. So I'm not saying if you do these things go right. It could still go wrong. If you have a healthy administration who's helpful, you're gonna be straight. You're gonna be fine, because after a while they'll trust you as well. They'll say, okay, well, no, he or she does know how to handle the students. It is deeper than a lesson plan. So remember, your lesson plans are important. You want to make it relatable, obviously. You want to get people involved. And what you don't want to do is alienate the kids who are giving you a hard fucking time. Don't do that. On the first day you go in, there's going to be a couple kids that piss you off. You're going to be like, man, fuck that kid. Fuck him. Don't do that. You want to try to befriend that child, that student, give him or her some responsibilities. See if they respond. Most will, but some will still be an asshole, and that's just how it is. I remember one of my favorite students. I won't say her name. God bless her. The first day we had class, she put her head down and she flicked me off. She kept it up there. And what I say? I chuckle. I said, hey, if that's how you feel, I got nothing wrong. I don't know what I exactly said because it was a few years ago, but it was something like, if that's how you feel, cool, just know that I don't feel that way about you. I respect you. You know what I'm saying? And I kept it like that. And she kept it up, and I ain't say nothing. I moved on. She became one of my favorite students. She used to come and see me and just tell me shit out the blue. And I miss her to this day, and I wish her the best. But if I said, what? If she did that and I said, what? You gonna, no. That's all you doing. Knuckle on knuckle, bone on bone, or no cartilage. You're gonna get fucked. And you're gonna give yourself a hard time, and I probably would have never had the relationship I had with her. Which is key. Personal relationships are key in teaching level 5 schools. This isn't one of the schools in fucking Beverly Hills where you just show up, every kid comes down, there might be some assholes, but at the end of the day, you don't care. You do your job, you leave, they leave, the next class comes in like fucking cows. When you're in these situations, you gotta care. And even if you don't care, you gotta just treat people with respect. And understand that there's things you can't do. You can't fight fire with fucking fire. You're gonna lose. I've seen it happen so many times, which I'll talk about when we get to attacks on the staff. A lot of the attacks on staff happen from the same shit, fire on fire. You could be and I've seen it, you could be 75 years old. If you keep talking back, you're gonna get hands put on you. It might not be with one. If you keep talking back, somebody's gonna put their hands on you. And more than likely, it's a level 5 school. They might not even get suspended. They get suspended for a couple of days. They'll be right back in your class. Or if they take them out your class, at level 5 schools are usually small. If that's even a possibility, you're still going to see him. He's still going to pop up in your class like, ha, fuck you. Yeah, how's that feel? Get knocked out by a kid and have him talk shit to you for the rest of the school year. Yeah. You're having a bad day. You had a rough Monday. Your class has been shitty. Then you see this kid. Yeah, it's real. You'll go home and become an alcoholic. If you fight fire with fire, you will become an alcoholic or turn to drugs or have a heart attack. I've seen all of them. Or just it's going to be rough for you. So remember, treat people how you want to be treated. You gotta be a certain type of character to be in these buildings to begin with. If you're passive, if you're too shy, if you don't like confrontation, if you get nervous, don't put yourself in these fucking situations to make yourself feel better at night. To say, oh, I'm helping the poor kids, or I'm helping the black kids, or I'm helping the fucking whatever. That's all bullshit. You're gonna get fucked. You're gonna get fucked. Keep yourself out of that. That's probably one of the biggest things. If you have doubts, don't fucking do it. That's rule 1. If you don't think you can handle it, if you're scared of a certain type of student, if poverty gets you mad, if you think kids who are poor owe you something, or they're lazy, or this and that, you're gonna get fucked. And and the administration won't even respect you. They're gonna look at you like, oh, that teacher don't know what the fuck he's doing or she's doing. I've seen it happen all the time. So, I told you what not to do. So you should know what to do now, right? 'Cause I told you what not to do. Try to be cool with them. Try your best. Respect them. When they disrespect you, you still respect them. Because you remember, they're the student in a level 5 situation. You're not. You're the adult. And I know, trust me, I know that some days you don't give a fuck about that. And trust me, I know. And I'll tell you some more stories when the time comes to it. I ain't perfect neither. Right? But I always had the respect of the majority. Always. And like I said, there'll always be a student who don't fuck with you. But if you keep it 100, if you keep it 100 like you would any other time, they're going to seek you out. They're gonna tell you things, some of which you probably don't want them to tell you, but it's personal for them. You're kind of gonna be like their psychologist or some shit. They're gonna come holler at you. They're gonna trust you. You gonna have that bond that's forever. I'm telling you, even in the toughest situations, as Tupac said, a rose that grows from the concrete. That shit is real. But it's up to us to be that light. Don't overwater it. Don't underwater it. It's a thin line. And if you have questions, please leave me feedback. Send me a message. I got you. I'll tell you everything, and I got you. If you're close by, I'll come visit you. So remember, follow these rules. Because when you go into these situations, you have to abide by these rules. Same way if you worked at a prison, what you wouldn't do is like push an inmate or spit on an inmate, or you know what I mean. Treat it like that. Treat it like your career depends on it, because it does. If you want to have a long teaching career, you better know how to fucking act, especially in the level 5 situation or just any school that's very, very, very tough. If you have any questions, any feedback, let me know. I got you. And it is what it is. I can go on forever. I can tell this story forever. But I'll break it down, I guess, to other segments. And it is what it is, man. Follow the rules. If you ain't a wolf, don't put yourself in a fucking situation. You're going to get ate up and chewed up and spit out. Facts. Facts. It's going to be an ugly scene for you. You're going to get depression, anxiety. It's going to change who the fuck you are. I'm telling you. Don't go against the grain. Level 5 education lockdown.